An object that is at rest will tend to stay at rest. An object that is in motion will tend to stay in motion. Sir Isaac Newton. Ever get into a trade and feel like you're doing everything right, only to watch it fall apart before your eyes? The setup looked good. The chart looked clean, but something was missing. You didn't feel the shift. Didn't see the turn, and before you knew it, that green trade turned red, and your confidence took the hit. You're not alone. For so many new traders, the most dangerous part of the trade isn't the price, it's the momentum. You see the chart, but you don't understand the strength behind the move. You enter too early, exit too late, or worse, you get stuck holding a position that looked good but had no gas left in the tank. That's where the frustration keeps in. You've got the passion, the strategy, and the discipline, but the market keeps leaving you a step behind. You know the tools are out there, you see the RSI on your chart, but no one's really explained how to use it to your advantage. But that ends today. In this video, we're breaking down the Relative Strength Index, not just what it is, but how to use it to track momentum. Avoid emotional entries and position yourself like a pro. You'll learn why momentum matters more than direction. You'll finally understand how to read RSI with clarity and confidence. And you'll never again enter blindly into a trade without knowing whether the bulls or the bears are truly in control. So grab a pen, take a breath, and get ready, because once you learn how to read momentum like the pros, you'll stop chasing trades and start commanding them. What's up, fam? It's Dr. O here, and I'm a trained psychotherapist turned full-time trader and the founder of Trading Psychology for Reparations, a movement dedicated to helping the Black community shift from surviving the market to mastering it. Here's what I want you to know right now. Your trading breakthrough isn't buried in complicated math or elite algorithms. It's buried in your mindset. And once you master the psychology behind your trades, you stop bleeding potential and start building power. In my program, I help marginalized communities tap into the stock market, not just to chase profits, but to reclaim the reparations that were never formally granted. We're not waiting on a stimulus, a bailout, or another broken promise. The power to change your life is already inside you, and I'm here to help you unlock it. In today's episode, we're diving deep into the Relative Strength Index, or better known as the RSI, the tool that helps you read momentum, not just movement. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it means when price is overbought, when it's oversold, and how to use that knowledge to stop trading in confusion and start trading with clarity and confidence. If this message is resonating with your spirit, go ahead and drop a comment, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. Because every time you engage, we reach more Black families who deserve to build wealth with wisdom. Let's get into it, and let's grow together. The RSI measures market momentum. It's more than just a price, it's energy. And the Relative Strength Index captures that energy by measuring the momentum behind recent price movements. It's not just about how much the market is moving, but how fast and how strong. RSI gives you insight into whether the buyers are charging in or the sellers are quietly draining the power from a trend. Think of RSI as your emotional thermometer for the market. When momentum is building, it may be time to ride the wave. But when the momentum starts fading, even before the price reflects it, RSI gives you the heads up. It empowers you to act from awareness rather than reactivity. Most retail traders lose not because they misread the price, but because they misread the momentum. RSI brings that clarity. It lets you see under the surface and make decisions based on what's driving the price, not just the price itself. In life, momentum matters too. Are you moving with conviction or drifting without purpose? Just like the RSI can warn you when strength is fading in the market, you need tools that can tell you when your personal momentum is slipping and help you recover your power before it costs you everything. The RSI ranges from 0 to 100. At first glance, the RSI's scale from 0 to 100 could look pretty simple, but it holds deep psychological and strategic power. When RSI hits above 70, it's signaling that the market may be overbought, meaning price has run too far, too fast. Below 30, it suggests the market is oversold, which could mean a reversal is brewing. This clear range provides something every trader craves: certainty in the midst of chaos. These zones are more than just technical, they are emotional extremes. When RSI is high, people are greedy. When it's low, they're fearful. RSI gives you the discipline to step back when others are caught up in the hype and the courage to step in when others are paralyzed by fear. Understanding this range helps you build one of the most important traits in trading: emotional control. You stop making impulsive moves and start responding with clarity. No more chasing candles or panicking at bottoms. You let RSI keep you grounded. Just like in life, success comes when you know your range, when you understand your high points and low points, not to avoid them, but to master them. RSI doesn't just give you a trading edge, it gives you a mindset upgrade. The RSI was developed by J. Wells Wilder, which reminds us that great tools come from great thinkers, not just algorithms. Wilder was a mechanical engineer turned market visionary, and he built the RSI not just to track price, but to help traders manage their emotional relationship with the market. His work is a reminder that true innovation often comes from outside the system. Wilder doesn't just give us RSI, he gave us permission to think differently, to approach the market with logic, discipline, and structure, even when everything feels uncertain. He took the chaos of price movement and gave it a rhythm, a formula, a pulse. When you use RSI, you're standing on the shoulders of someone who believed in the power of patterns and psychology. Wilder understood that traders needed a tool that was both simple and powerful, something that could speak the truth behind the charts. That tool is RSI. And in life, you are the innovator. You are the Wilder of your story. You have the ability to create systems, strategies, and support that turn your setbacks into setups. Don't just follow indicators. Become the kind of leader who designs them for others. The RSI looks at average gain versus average losses. At the heart of the RSI is something profound. It's called balance. The formula takes the average of gains and compares it to the average of losses over a set number of periods, usually 14. This isn't just a calculation, it's a philosophy. Are you gaining more than you're losing over time? That question applies to more than trading. In your finances, your relationship, your personal growth, what's your ratio? Are you stacking small, consistent gains or letting the losses outweigh your progress? RSI teaches you to be reflective and proactive. By comparing gains and losses over time, RSI teaches that success is not about never losing. It's about consistently winning more than you lose. It's about managing your risk, knowing when to push forward and when to pause. This simple ratio is how traders build sustainable profits. So next time you feel discouraged, remember this. It's not about perfection. It's about pattern. As long as your averages are trending in the right direction, you're winning. The RSI formula is more than a calculation. It's a life principle. The RSI works best in ranging markets. After all, markets don't always trend. They often move sideways, consolidating, waiting. That's where RSI shines. In ranging markets, where there's no clear uptrend or downtrend, RSI becomes your secret weapon. It helps you identify where buyers and sellers are likely to push back. When prices bounce between support and resistance, RSI lets you know when those moves are running out of steam. It helps you catch the turns. And while others are stuck in whiplash, buying high and selling low, you're using RSI to time your reversals like a pro. It also teaches you something powerful about patience. You don't need constant movement to make progress. Sometimes the best opportunities come when things are still. RSI teaches you how to find your edge in quiet seasons, not just during rallies or crashes. And in life, ranging seasons happen too. Moments where nothing seems to be ranging. RSI reminds you that even in the stillness, there's strategy. Even in the pause, there's potential. You just have to know where to look. The RSI also signals divergences. One of the most transformational tools RSI offers is the ability to spot divergence, a subtle signal that price is lying to you. When the price makes a new high, but RSI doesn't confirm it, or when the price makes a new low, but RSI stays steady, that's a clue that something is off. Smart traders watch for divergence because it often signals a shift before it happens. This is where you move from reactive trader to intuitive strategist. RSI divergence helps you anticipate market turning points before they're obvious to the crowd. It gives you the edge of foresight, an ability to see the tension building behind the scenes. In a world that rewards surface level thinking, RSI reminds you to look deeper. Don't just follow the crowd or believe the hype. Trust your tools. Trust what the data is quietly showing you. Divergence is often the whisper before the roar. And in life, people show you one thing, but their energy, their patterns, their truth might say something else. RSI teaches you to listen to both. Learn to trust the divergence. That's where transformation lives. And last but certainly not least, the RSI helps traders manage emotions. And this is important because emotion is where most traders fall apart. Fear when prices fall, greed when they arise. RSI acts like an emotional anchor, helping you stay centered while others are swept away by panic or euphoria. When RSI says overbought, it's gently reminding you slow down. When it says oversold, it's whispering, don't panic yet. It becomes your voice of reason, your internal compass. You stop making decisions based on fear and start trading based on facts. The real game in trading isn't just strategy, it's emotional discipline. RSI helps you develop that. It trains your brain to wait, watch, and trust your system. It transforms trading from gambling into something grounded and intentional. In life, emotional regulation is everything. You can have all the talent in the world, but without emotional discipline, you'll sabotage your own success. RSI is your reminder that mastering your emotions is how you master your outcomes. So this is how we add the RSI. We go to www.tradingview.com, the indicators tab, and then we literally tap RSI into the search bar, and you can see the relative strength index below. So there are two RSIs on this one. You really only need the purple RSI, as the yellow RSI is the mean RSI. To remove the second one, simply go to Settings. You have to scroll all the way down to find it, and then click on the yellow RSI based MA. All right, you see now it's removed. Let me know if you have questions. So let me leave you with this. You are not behind. If you've ever felt like technical analysis was too complicated or that trading was only for the elite, those are lies you were never meant to carry. Tools like the Relative Strength Index aren't reserved for hedge fund managers or Wall Street pros. They're here for you too, because financial clarity belongs to the people. The difference between failure and success in trading often isn't about skill. It's about mindset. It's the belief that you can learn, that you are capable of mastering this craft, and with the right guidance, you can build something sustainable, purposeful, and deeply personal. The RSI is not just an indicator, it's a language. And once you learn to read it, you stop reacting to the market and start responding like a leader. But here's the truth. You don't have to figure it out alone. In my community, Trading Psychology for Reparations, we grow together. I give you daily key levels grounded in tools like RSI so you can stop second guessing your trades and start trusting your process. It's not just about charts. It's about healing, reclaiming, and creating a new narrative around Black wealth and power. So if this message resonated with you, don't just sit with it. Comment, like, and subscribe so we can keep building this movement together. And most importantly, click the link in the description to join our community, because the markets may be unpredictable, but your power is not. Let's trade with purpose, deal with intention, and walk boldly into the freedom that's already waiting for us. You've got this. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.